All right, don't go too far, guys. We're going to start this thing right off and keep this thing rolling. Aaron, you want to tell Michael we need him? I don't see him. Was he out there? Closer? All right, is that better? Brian Thomas, you hear me out there? Good, right there? That's good? Okay. If you don't hear me out there in the back, just give me a thumbs up or down during this process, guys. Thank you. All right, Michael, let's roll, bud. Yeah. Who'd we just lose? Where'd Jacklyn go? Okay, there she is. There she is. All right, guys, out in the hall. I'm gonna sneak you back in here. We're gonna keep this ball rolling. So, Mark, tell everyone out there if you could push them in here, that'd be great. So I appreciate it. All right, thank you, guys. We're gonna get this ball rolling. This is Kelly Bomer said she did this. I don't know where you did this at, Kelly. I see you in the back at an event earlier this year, and we talked about it. I'm like, I like this idea. So this is the first time at this event we've done this, but it's little things that go a long way, which is going to be little things that we need to be constantly reminded of that are things that have a big impact on your business. So, Ashlee, we're going to start with you. Give us 4 or 5 or 6 things that are little things that you feel like go a big way in growing your business.
Okay.
Introduce yourself first also. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm Ashlee, and I am from the Clarksville, Tennessee area. We serve Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky, a lot of relocation clients, a lot of military clients. So that is kind of the market that we serve. Who here has Facebook?
Hopefully
Yes.
everybody.
Okay. Who has ever been told to create a Facebook group? Okay, couple hands. If you've been to any conference, I feel like they've said make a Facebook group. That is something I implemented this year, finally. I was having a Facebook group and I wasn't utilizing it to the fullest for my business. So basically what I did was create a Facebook page called Fort Campbell Families. It's got things to do at Fort Campbell, housing information, all kinds of different things, questions, and I'm starting to get the buildup of other people posting and asking questions. But what I wasn't utilizing it for was for my business, and so I was able to get 152 new contacts in 60 days with 2 posts. So when I say this works, it works. I used Bold Trail, BHHS Connect to create a landing page, and I offered them something. So I was like, hey, if you're new to the area, you need my welcome guide. It has everything Fort Campbell, Clarksville, everything to do, school information, sport information. I then created a school calendar magnet. I said, hey, if your kids are going to school in this district, sign up. You need my calendar. Well, guess what? That has my QR code to my listing valuation page, my information, and then the entire school calendar. And I do that specific to the whole school system. After that, I create a campaign to follow up with all of those people. So if you signed up for my calendar, I'm sending you school information. I'm sending you kid activities. Those are the things that they originally reached out for. If it's a welcome guide, I'm sending them more information. I'm sending them housing information. How can I help you find? What can I help you with before you move here? And then from there, I target market to all those people. So I have all of their emails in my CRM now, and I use Facebook to target market them for different things, like maybe a house, maybe an open house I'm doing, maybe an event we're hosting. So Facebook can be a really good way to generate leads, and even if they don't turn into anything, you still have all those contacts. They may see your marketing and refer you to someone that they know. So that has been a really big game changer in my business. Another thing I do is when I go on a listing appointment, I bring a kids listing agreement. We've heard time and time again that, posing yourself to the kids and doing things for the kids make a lasting impact on the parents. And so I bring a little form that says Johnny promises to keep his room clean and make his bed every day while we're doing showings. And if he holds his end of the bargain of the listing agreement, I will give him a $25 Amazon card or Dave & Buster's, whatever they want. They can have like a little choice on that. Most kids do it, and if they don't, I kind of still give them the card anyway. But another thing that has helped my business, getting peer reviews from agents. So if you're new and starting out and you don't have a lot of Google reviews or Facebook reviews, ask people in your office, say, hey, can you just write me a peer review? How I work, my mentality, my focus, all of those things. But then also, if you had a good transaction with an agent, leave each other reviews, because I think that speaks volumes when you can have another professional leave you a review that is a 5-star. Another thing I like to do is a video text to clients. I like to say, hey, tomorrow is your home inspection. Remember to leave the house 15 minutes ahead of time. This is what you can expect. They're going to go in the crawl space. Those kinds of things might take a couple hours. And I just kind of preface the appointment with a video text. That way they can see my face. It's not a generic copy and paste text. It is actually in the moment. And I do that for inspections and showings and things. And then the last thing, this is my 5th one. Tiffany touched on this yesterday. Learned this from Jimmy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing the same things consistently every day. Pick what is attainable to you. So if you know that you're not going to make 5 phone calls every day and you're not going to stick to it, don't put that as your 5. It is very depressing when you don't hit your numbers. So for me personally, I do 5 comments and DMs every day. I try to do 4 CMAs a day through my database, 3 SOI check-ins, a minimum of 2 stories a day, and then I ask for 1 review every week. And so that's my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and has really changed my business.
Thank you so very much. Yes. Michael, what are the little things that you do here on a regular basis that have a big impact on your business?
All right, I'm Michael Maley. Here we go. All right, I'm Michael Maley from Vince's office here. So a couple things. Piggyback kind of on Google reviews and online reviews. I do Google Hour every Tuesday. I've tried to become like a little bit of like a Google expert. So people see my name, Michael Maley Real Estate, when I'm reviewing everything. So I just look at every restaurant I've gone to, event, anything like that locally. I go on and I review it. So every Tuesday I just try and do I try and review 5 to 10 places, and then we'll try and send out 5 different review requests for people to review me, similar to like what you were saying. If you're new, it doesn't have to be clients of yours. It can be lenders, title companies. I mean, anybody that you associate with, your mom, your dad, your friends, whatever, can actually just review you as like just, how you communicate, how trustworthy you are, that kind of thing. Like Zillow, it has to, of course, be specific to real estate, but Google, it doesn't. So that's kind of why I like that. I do something called social selling. I've thrown this into my Google Hour as well. I focus on going into Facebook and Instagram, and instead of just casually scrolling, I actually scroll with a purpose, and I comment on as much stuff as I can, just to, again, get your name, Michael Maley Real Estate, on as many people's social media walls as you can, because, again, people start to see that. They start to kind of look you up, be like, who's this person? And then they just, hopefully start to follow you and things like that. I've sort of brought everybody into what I call the Michael Maley Real Estate Club once they become a client of mine or a potential client of mine. So that gets them invited to, I have chef events at my house every quarter. I bring in a local chef. I bring in my clients that have closed with me that quarter or referred me that quarter. It's just a nice thing to get everybody together, get everybody to meet each other, bring them into a setting that is thanking them for the real estate they've given me, but it's not a specific real estate focused event. It's just a nice time for everybody to kind of get together and eat and hang out. I make my open houses really into events. I partner with local artists for them to bring their art in. I obviously advertise it really heavily, but a lot of times they've had live music. I have a bartender. We do the chef thing, all those kind of things. Every time I list a high-end house, I use that as not only obviously a listing to sell, but I use it as just a way to engage with my clients again, let them come see a nice big house, connect with them, that kind of thing. That's the majority of the little things that I do, I guess I would say. I have tickets to almost every single event in Omaha, whether it's our Husker season tickets, Creighton basketball, concerts, everything. And I go to a lot of those, but if I can't, or I buy extra all the time and I give them away, so I email my clients. and I just say, hey, I have 4 extra tickets to so-and-so event. First person to respond can get them. Similar to like what you do with the suites, I kind of keep track of if somebody's already used it, I don't really give it to them. Nice thing about that is like 4 people are going to be able to use the tickets, but I just touched on my database and they saw my name and it wasn't associated with, hey, buy this house or refer me to somebody. It was just something nice I did for them. I've tried to mimic a lot of like what big companies do. Like, like like First National Bank here, for example, like they'll have suites and tickets to everything. And for their big clients or big customers, they always give them away. And it makes us feel appreciated as a client and a customer there. So that's what I try and do to my clients as well. So everything that I do isn't just so focused on, again, buy this house, refer me, yada, yada, yada. It's just more like celebrating them as a connection of mine. So.
And you do that for your raving fans, maybe your top 50, or you do that to everyone in your database?
So those emails go out to everybody in my database.
Okay.
If it's a non-raving fan that responds first every time, I probably, might push them down a little bit on the request list, and try and wait for one of the raving fans to respond. But
all right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's give Michael a hand. Megan, introduce yourself and give us some little things that you do that have a great impact.
I'm Megan Owens. I am in the Omaha office. Some things that I do. So first thing is I do a market analysis to my whole database twice a year. I create a market update letter that tells about everything Omaha related as to the market, what rates are doing, what the forecast is for the remainder of the year, etc. And then I also print out a CMA from the MLS of their neighborhood. It's not super specific. It's very generic. It'll also have a call to action on there that says, if you want more specific information about your house, give me a call. And then that is all typed. And then I do like a one-liner of a handwritten something like, saw Jimmy got first place at his soccer tournament. That's awesome. Or whatever it is that I can find relatable to them. So I do that twice a year.
And that gets you 6, 7, 8 deals every time you send that out.
Yeah, I usually get 10 to 16 deals a year off of it. It takes a lot of time, but it's not expensive. I really love send out cards. I use them for everything. I do 25 handwritten notes a week. From send out cards, you can do gifts, you can do photos on it. It's a really great way to stay connected, and it's super easy to use and fairly inexpensive. 25 calls a week. I use like a prospecting bingo sheet. I try and make things as simple as I possibly can. So I'll write my whole entire sphere on my bingo sheets, and I put them on a clipboard, and I call while I drive. And then I started doing 2 referral thank yous. So when someone sends me a referral, I send them a box of brownies or cookies or whatever through send out cards. But I also do it a second time when that person closes, which I just started doing this year. I feel like that's made a bigger impact because I've had some of those people send me more referrals than they normally do. That's all I have.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, let's give her a hand. I will tell you, Megan is psychotically intentional in what she does. She only has 1 assistant. Right now she has 0 assistants. And she's doing, 110 to 150 deals a year. So she's focused. When she says she makes her calls or her, like she has a to-do list. If it's the end of the week and she's not done the handwritten notes or not done the calls, she's not going to, go out, or she's not going to do whatever until she gets those done. I mean, she is disciplined, and not many people can do that. I think more people need a, time block this type of thing. So
can I ask her a follow-up question?
You can ask a follow-up question.
When you do these calls from your car, are they just strictly like to the point? Like, do you have like a script on each of these calls?
No,
or
I just call and chat with them about their life. I don't ask for referrals or anything. It's just
Give her the microphone. Sorry.
it could be like a 30-minute conversation, or I just say, hey, I was on my way to so-and-so's neighborhood and I thought of you, so wanted to check in and see how things were going. It's super
simple. It's just about staying connected.
Like I do that, and then now it's an hour later, and I have to take one call.
Yeah. I usually preface it and say, hey, I had a 20-minute drive. I thought of you. I would, just wanted to say hi. And
So you give yourself an out to get off.
correct. Because it can take,
And that is.
And I kind of know, like, my clients, like, I know if this is going to be an hour call or I know if this is going to be, like, a 5-minute call based on their personality.
Mike.
Mike Pettid from the Omaha office. Just some of the little stuff we do is instead of posting on Facebook for somebody's birthday, happy birthday, we'll send them a birthday card in the mail. Most people don't get birthday cards in the mail anymore. I get 2 a year. One from my mother and one from an agent down in Lincoln. But I remember those 2 birthday cards for sure. So I think that helps and makes an impact. People always appreciate getting that. Or we'll make a simple phone call instead of posting on Facebook and just wish them a happy birthday. They're always surprised and happy with that. Handwritten notes we're big into. People on our team after an open house will send out handwritten notes thanking people. Even if they don't have the address, they'll go into Forewarn and look up the address there and then mail them a thank you. People love that. We do coffee cards as well. We had these cards made that say thanks a latte. And in there we'll put down a little personal handwritten note, but on mine, I type up a little note in there because my handwriting is horrible. So we'll have a little handwritten or typed note saying our team's has 80 buyers looking for homes. We can't find anything. We love to help these people out. If you hear of anybody who wants to sell, please let us know. We love to help these people. And it's about helping other people instead of helping ourselves. And then in there is a Starbucks gift card for $10, and it says, go out and have coffee with a friend on me. It's not even telling them, hey, come have coffee with me, because first of all, nobody would want to have coffee with me because I don't drink coffee, and that's just not my thing. So we're doing it where we're trying to give somebody something. We're asking for them to help somebody else rather than ourselves. And that coffee card thing has worked almost every single time that's been sent out. So as far as getting referrals or business from that. Little stuff, that we do for our clients and clients' kids, similar to Ashlee. I think people remember what you do for their kids a lot longer than you would do something for them or get them a gift. So at closing, try to get a gift that matches the kid's personality or what they do. If they play sports or like a certain team, get them something. The parents are going to remember that and how happy the kids are. And that makes a tremendous difference as well. Our client events are tied into kids. We just did one here. And we had most of our client events we get 400 to 500 people at. And it comes out to about $2,500 per client event. So it's not a lot of money. We do one at Vala's Pumpkin Patch every year, which is a lot more money. But most of them are $2,500, 400 to 500 people. We had bouncy houses, we had a balloon guy, we had Kona ice, food, drinks, and everything. That day was like 95 and 90% humidity. And we had people staying for like 2.5 hours hanging out. I was shocked how long people stayed. Our Santa Picture Day, same thing, doing something for the kids. We'll get 400 to 500 people here for Santa Picture Day. We have Santa here. We have the balloon guy here again. We have snacks. We have a fake snowball fight area. The soft snowballs. Kids love it, and they'll hang out. We actually print photos of them with Santa at that time, and people just love it and love that you're taking care of their kids. So those are things we do to get a lot of impact back from our clients and more business.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike. Let's give Mike a hand. Jacklyn.
I'm gonna add one point. So for the kids, another thing that I like to do is if we have a long day of showings, I think they were like Dr. Seuss, like little coloring kits, kind of similar to like what you would like a kid's menu at a restaurant. It just had the book and the crayons. So I put that in a little bag with like some little snacks and like a Capri Sun, just thinking of the kids. Like, we don't want you to get hangry, around lunchtime. So just, again, thinking of the kids, seeing how you can provide simple value that way.
I got to give a shout out to Carla. She's the one that does the post open house letters to people and looks them up on Forewarn. She started that going, and it's worked really well for her. So,
thank you. Jacklyn, wrap us up here.
Hi,
on this.
I'm Jacklyn Wiese with Columbus, Nebraska. So we have a small town. Am I on?
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
About 33,000. So it's a little bit different. I do a ton of handmade stuff. I support local everything because that local person is going to be contacting me to sell. So we sponsor. Oh, I'm good. No, thank you, though. We sponsor baseball teams. So then my name is on the kids' jersey. My kids don't even go to that school. They go to a different school. I work the concession stands. I'm not even affiliated with those schools, but we only have 3 schools in Columbus. So I kind of rotate from each school. I have a builder in one of them, a builder in one of them, and another builder in the other one. So I have to share my wealth, my knowledge, everything with them. The key ticket is to those kids. I mean, I do the listing appointment. So with my kids, they get a McDonald's gift card is what they get. So, but they love it. I bring in my Happy Meal and then they're like, okay, I'm going to listen to Jacklyn. I'm going to clean that room. I'm going to make sure, my toys are picked up. It's a huge way to get into that mom and dad. We do a ton of events every holiday. My ice cream scoops are like summertime. So I even go over to like older people. They might not like ice cream, but I'll do like a gift card and then they can give it to their family. We do a lot of open house events where we do giveaways though. So like if you come to my open house or you share it on Facebook, you'll be entered to win like a local gift card. It's just another touch. People get excited. They want to list with me because they're like, oh, she does this. She does this. So we do a lot of that. Anybody who refers me, I do take them out to dinner. My husband is a farmer out in small towns. So we live in a population of like 350 people. So they're like, what? You're married to this farmer? So I bring him along so then they get to know us and our 5 kids. And it's just, I don't know, it's fun to be emotionally attached to your clients. They're not my clients, they're my family, my friends, no matter what. And I do a lot of handwritten letters now, which I never did. I never had time. I never took time out for them, but I started to, and they love it. They call, I get hand letters back and gift cards now. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's rewarding. They know that you helped them. So that's pretty much it.
But I had on my notes here, you do some volunteering and some other things that you think that keeps you connected to the community and build some business?
So I work with Columbus Hospital a lot. I don't know how I got in, but I got in. So it's a good thing. So the CEO of the hospital is my client, and his wife is amazing. She will put me on. We did like a release of butterflies. It was kind of, we're announcing we're actually getting a cancer center in Columbus, which is huge because everybody always goes to Omaha or Lincoln. Columbus now actually got it. We broke ground. So I like to volunteer that just to give back, even if it's sitting there and doing the butterfly release. Everybody in town is watching and they're like, oh my gosh, that's Jacklyn. She's giving up 2 hours. Yes, I'm running to my open house next because I do 3 every Saturday and 3 every Sunday. So I'm just like, oh, I gotta go, but you have to give that time back. You have to make it work. And thank God I can bring my kids to that event. So I'm like, hey, let's go look at the butterflies, But you have to give back. They talk about it. Support local. That is my biggest thing. I know Omaha is different because you guys have Starbucks, scooters, all that. We have like local coffee shops. So I do that. Always support local. That's my biggest thing.
Does anyone have any questions? We got a couple minutes for any of these panelists.
I do. Follow me on Facebook. So Saturday I start at 10:30 to noon. And then it's 1 to 3, 3:30 to 5 every Saturday and Sunday.
So the question was, how often do you do the open houses, or how long do you do the open houses?
I do them Saturday and Sundays. That's my Saturday and Sunday.
Is that a big part of your business then? Is that because you have a builder that you're doing that many, or?
No, I don't even do my new construction on my open houses. Our market is so crazy. So we have probably 89 agents, I would say. There's only, I'm going to say 20 active. I have active listing for like houses right now. I think I have 24. They range from all different prices. but our market is so slow right now. It's taking a while. But I don't know. I love open houses because nobody else does them in Columbus. I think they all think I'm crazy.
I think,
and
yeah.
I'm like, it's
And
fun.
during COVID, a lot of people got
Yeah.
away from open houses, and we've been encouraging people to get there because, again, it's face-to-face and helps you connect with them. Any other questions? We got time for one last question. All right. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we're going to have another panel back here, guys. So grab a pop water or something.